Hi everybody, I'm here with Jesse Krasna, the new head coach of Council Rock North this year, and it should be very interesting. Jesse, it's going to be like old times. I followed you when you did play for Pennsbury. Now you're back here in Lower Bucks and you're coaching. What's the feel that you have now that you got a chance to coach here in Lower Bucks?
It's great to be back in the area. Really excited to be back in Suburban 1 League, really good conference. Can't wait to go back to some of the old foes, and I'll be back in the gyms where I played.
Right.
And this is just really an honor and a privilege to be able to coach at such a special school.
You know, when you take a look at it, here you are coming in as a new coach in a setting here that you got a team that now looking to for guidance from a new guy. What's the biggest thing you feel you have to say to these kids and get these kids to kind of win them over?
Yeah, well, I think the first thing, they have to believe in themselves. We've put in a lot of work in the off season, and they've earned the right to be confident because of how they prepared. So we have a lot of older guys, a lot of seniors, some more upperclassmen. We want to get them believing in themselves, because if they do and they play as hard as they can, good things are going to happen. So we want to stress the things that we can control. That's our effort, our preparation, and having a little bit of a swagger too. Having
the opportunity to coach them now, to get them ready for their opening game of the season, what was the biggest thing you feel you had to do? You had to find 5 players to start, number one.
Sure.
And look at what you had as far as the bench goes. How do you feel about the team right now? You haven't even played a game, but how do you feel how things are going?
Well, first things first, I mean, we have great kids here. We have great kids. They're very coachable. And, Coach Wright really did a nice job building up this program. So they weren't starting from scratch. We're not starting from scratch. Yeah. They have a really solid foundation. The way that we're going to play is a little bit different of a style.
Yeah.
So I think they're still adapting to that. Offensively and defensively, but I'm hoping by January, February, we're ready to make a deep playoff run.
That's the next thing I was going to ask you. What's the difference, between what these kids have been through as far as style of play goes, the defense, the offense, and of course they've got to get accustomed to it, and what kind of defense are you going to play?
Yeah, well, last year we had 2 really solid scorers, and most of the offense ran through them. And those 2 guys are gone. They probably put up about 80% of the points for the team. So we're going to try to put out 5 guys that are all looking to attack, that are all having an aggressive mindset, and that all serve as playmakers.
Yeah.
So offensively, we're going to be pretty spread out. We're going to look to make the extra pass and just play intelligently. And then on the defensive side, I think we have a lot of flexibility because of our personnel. Against certain teams we might pressure a little bit more, but there might be games where we're more in like a sagging zone. I think with intelligent kids and we got some good athletes, I think we're very adaptable. So I'm excited about this year.
Well, of course you played for Pennsbury. You're going to have to play against Pennsbury. What do you think it's going to be like the first time you have to meet them? Council Rock and Pennsbury has always been a tough situation. Both teams are really after each other.
Sure.
But here you go, into Pennsbury, we'll say, and that's where you played. What do you think you're going to feel when you get there?
Yeah, I mean, I'm excited to go back, but we're going to try to treat it just as if it was any other game, because it's about the kids.
Yeah.
It's not about me. It's just it's any other gym. Obviously, there'll be a lot of memories that come up and some positive feelings, but our job is to get the boys ready, and we're going to treat it as if it was Truman or Abington or any other game. So,
And the biggest thing I think too would be the fact that you're going to go up against some coaches that you had to go up against as a player.
Yeah.
And those same guys are still here, and you're a youngster, and you got to go up against them now.
Sure, it's pretty cool. Seeing the same faces, and a lot of the coaches in the league have been mentors and role models for me. Coach Wright, who was here, I used to go to his camps growing up, and I really respected what he did here, and he's going to do a great job at Council Rock South. And Coach Coleman at Pennsbury, ever since he stepped foot there, he's really done a nice job. And,
Yeah.
I mean, Abington's been, they've owned the league the last couple of years, so, and their coach is fairly new as well. So, you know, a lot of good teams, good programs, good coaches, and I'm looking forward to the challenge.
Well, we're looking forward to covering you quite a bit this year.
Thank you very
Best
much.
of luck to you. We'll be looking forward to that first time we get to cover you. And of course, I'll be looking for the ones where you have to meet Pennsbury and see how they're going to work out. I'm sure they're going to be interesting ball games.
Can't
So
wait.
we're here with the head coach of Council Rock North, and that's Jesse Krasna.